What's good, YouTube? Um, so I did a video earlier. I broke my mic, my arm that was coming in, and I noticed that my volume levels are actually better. I rigged a like a mic stand out of the dampener thing. It's like rubber bands in circles, um, for like vibrations and stuff like that. I'll show you what it looks like. Onto the mic, and it's just gonna sit there like a stand. And I think I'm getting better audio levels out of doing it like this rather than hanging in an arm. Albeit the arm looks way cooler. So, anyways, happy Friday. Welcome back to my world. Welcome to my Zach Talk. We coming at you with some NF. We got happy. I'm happy. It's Friday. It's weekend time. Let's all get happy. Um, I think that was Captain America. I just saw a brief glimpse, but that's all I need with fucking Marvel movies. NF, what you got, man? His songs are always. If you're new to my channel, by the way, make sure you like, comment down below, subscribe, hit that subscribe. Come hang out with me more often. Um, yeah, NF stuff always is sometimes deeper than it's. You always look for like, you always try to grasp for like a lot of meaning to it. Some of it you might be sort of reaching, or at least for me, might be reaching a little bit too far. But a lot of it, obviously, hyper talented in just his writing, composition, just how he goes about doing his work, and just he bars on bars all day long. I'll put NF with up there with. I love NF. So I'm stoked. I've been talking for too long. Let's go.
Dear God.
And then he sings. Sorry. All right, we got a girl walking away from what I'm assuming is a mom.
Dear God, please hear me out. I know it's been a couple years.
Love is just how cold is.
Hear me out. I know it's been a couple years since I reached out and said hello. I bet you're wondering why I keep obsessing on and stressing all the little things.
That's powerful right there. How he's just saying, and I'm not getting the words right, but how he's saying, "Dear God, I know it's been a couple years since I've reached out. I've always been just obsessing and stressing all over the little things. Those who are faithful or God fearing people, even if you're not, it's sometimes it's hard to take a step back, and you get caught up in this mental fuck game of just you ever see one of those like a professor might do it, or I was at a church the other day, they did it where you take a container of any size, you fill it up with sand. There's different sizes of granules, and then you've got sand, you've got little rocks, you've got golf balls, you've got tennis balls. You start with the sand, which are the little things, technically, metaphorically, and then you can't really fit all the other stuff in there. But if you worry about just the big things, which is like the 3 tennis balls, right? Which is like your family, your faith, whatever the main things that yourself, that you want to focus on, that you should focus on, and then you start filling in the spaces on the side of it with the medium-sized things, and then the smaller particles actually can fit. You just have to prioritize it correctly and start where you're supposed to start. Anyways, I took that probably further than he was going there, but it's meaningful.
Obsessing on and stressing all the little things when I should be living life and soaking up the memory. I know I've been selfish. I have no excuse to give you it's true. Hanging by a thread's how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable.
Hanging by the threads that I live. I know that he was coming in there with a beat, but hanging by the threads that I live. I know that I feel more comfortable. So you gain a comfort in this sort of toilet bowl of what you've created around you as a comfort zone. Um, and although you know it might be good for you to sort of expand outside of that, he had said that wants to do other things. Whether I think he said like seeing other things or exploring, whatever he just said. But you get sort of tied up, and you notice like she comes in, she's tired. Girl goes to bed. There's beer bottles everywhere. She just wants to smoke. That's her comfort zone. She's trying to unwind, but still obviously hyper stressed about everything going on around her. Taking care of a child, just and hanging by the threads, just trying to make ends meet, obviously.
Hanging by a thread's how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable. Living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't.
Live in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames. When you're in this place, and I can relate to some of this stuff. When you're in this place, you're living in your own. Your self-esteem is gone, shot. Right? You don't want to put yourself in front of anybody, which is why a lot of people find themselves in a place where they don't want to be helped, even though they might have people that care about them, that love them. They don't even want to be seen, because you're essentially you're ashamed, you're embarrassed of kind of what you've sort of slipped into in life. Acting like you don't. Miss that. So you're putting on a front, and this happens to a lot of people. You have no idea what people are going through. They may seem happy and shit up front, but behind the scenes, everybody's got something. Exactly what I just said. What anybody thinks, but I don't care because I'm too proud to open up. Right? The truth is, I need help, but I can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. And that goes back to the comfort zone. You get so comfortable in your own sort of depression. Mental health is fucking real, and that's what all this is about. That and honestly, because you don't know what people are dealing with, and I'll take a second just to say, from experience, my own personal experience, make sure you're reaching out to loved ones. Make sure you're reaching out and checking in on people routinely. And most likely those who say, yeah, it's okay, I'm all right, are not. And you're afraid of happiness because you're afraid of what that looks like. You're afraid of change because you're comfortable in your own depression. You're so far down in this hole, like I mentioned before, like he just mentioned, that you don't even know what the other side looks like. You've completely fucking forgot how bright it is.
I was happy, yeah. Been this way so long, it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got some issues that I want to.
I feel like something's off when I'm not depressed. I can relate to that so much, and I've been there. If you start creating problems for yourself, you really do. If things are going right, you're like, this is uncomfortable, and then you create reasons for them to be wrong, whether it be causing problems with a person, with yourself, with whatever. It's fucked up. But I get it.
This way so long, it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got some issues that I won't address. I got some baggage I ain't open yet. I got some demons I should put to rest. I got some traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding. Some family members I don't really connect with. Some things I said I wish I wouldn't not let slip. Some hurtful words that never should have left my lips. Some bridges burned, I'm not ready to rebuild yet. Some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange, I know, but I feel most at home when I'm.
Yeah, all of that along the same lines. And he's about to say he feels most at home, like when he's sort of in that place, right? So, you don't know, like you don't want to reach out, right? Because you're afraid of, the shame that comes along with that. So um yeah, it's hold on, let me run that back. I want to kind of break that down a little bit.
Yes, I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold.
The last two men I need to handle. So again, it's not that you're necessarily by nature stubborn. You just push away anybody that cares, because it's a wrench. It's throwing a wrench in what you're comfortable with. Um, as far as, and I haven't touched at all on the, because I'm trying to just keep up with the words. Because everybody's, not everybody, but you're lucky if you haven't. But most people have been through situations, maybe not to this extreme, but it's overwhelming. And like for her, what it seems like is, there's, I don't know if that was dad, if that was boyfriend, whatever. There's tension there, right? The little girl sees it. She's obviously sad. I'm gonna use this for my thumbnail, because it's a powerful sort of scene. There's just booze everywhere. It's dirty. It's this is a comfort zone, and it's so hard to break that and realize that, sometimes the people around you aren't aren't the right people around you. So when you go through a situation like that, you'll learn. You'll learn which people are truly there for you, be it friends or family, by way of them reaching out, them contacting, making themselves available. Whether or not you want it, they don't fucking leave you alone. And then you have the convenient friends where you're convenient, that couldn't give a fuck less. We all have lots of those, whether you know or not. But
Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange, I know, but I feel most at home when I'm living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting.
and this goes back to the putting on that front, right? So now we're putting on smiles because it looks like it's a little girl's sixth birthday. I didn't count the candles, but she's just out back trying to compose herself, like just chain smoking, right? Whatever your vice is, there's everybody has had, or will have some, people resort to certain things. I drank for years, but the dude that, his hair's all combed, he's looking good. She's still in her fucking head. She's a mess, just trying to compose herself because it looks like they got family there for the kid's birthday.
Like I don't care what anyone else thinks when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel, but I'm too proud.
Girl didn't even look like she wanted a birthday. All she wanted to see was her mom happy.
I don't open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine.
It's because depression's infectious. Like, if she hangs out with her daughter all the time and she's constantly sad and constantly depressed. Sorry, I'm stopping this a lot. It touches a lot of chords up top, but it wears. The girl can't put on a face either. If mom can't, that's mom's daughter. She cares about her mom. So it sucks you in. It's fucked up, but it does affect everybody around you. Not that she can help that. She's apparently doing the best she can with what she has. But it in some situations it might take a leap to trust somebody, or a leap to, I'm just gonna up and move states and figure it out from there. Ultimately, in the end, you learn that more times than not, everything's gonna be all right.
Who I'd be if I was happy. Don't know what's around the bend.
Five birthdays.
Don't know what my future is, but I can't keep on living in. But I can't keep on.
Interesting. I don't know if they did this earlier, or if I missed the symbolism here. She's in completely different clothing, so she sees herself even worse off. I don't know what the depiction is there. If it's some sort of like, I mean, it looks like she's in the same room, but she's wearing different clothes. If it could be like some sort of patient wear for, some place where, because she's got a flannel on over here. She doesn't over here. Some sort of asylum for, I don't know. I don't, but it's changed. So if you deal with such mental health, there's institutions that can help. I don't know if that's just what she's seeing right now, or if she's just seeing, because it's obviously she's got a hole in her shirt, and it's more sort of scrubby, for lack of a better term.
Living in. Living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I.
See how happy she is just with her mom. I don't know where her mom's going right here. I might be missing a detail that they might be doing some sort of fast forward or sort of precursor to the story, because she's upset here, and then in the other scene she was happy.
Just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. If I was happy. If I was happy.
Wait, I'm lost. So that's not even her. Okay. So she was.
If I was happy.
Is she envisioning, like, is that. No, I'm totally lost. Is that dude's other girl, or is she envisioning her with somebody else? If that's her, she doesn't look like the same person, but that kind of threw me for a loop there. I might have to go back, and I might have missed something huge there. Either way, the whole song.
If I was happy.
The whole song is obviously, just a punch in the gut, and for and it's just a reminder. It's totally geared towards just mental health, and she's in a bad spot. Everybody gets there at times. It looks like the whole, like, happy versus sad thing. I'm gonna have to unpack this a little bit in my head after I stop this. Obviously, it's my first time watching this, but so I didn't really know what I was prepared for. Usually it's, well, with NF, usually it's something like this. So no, I love this. I sort of interpreted it the best way that I could. I probably missed a little bit of symbolism there with and y'all can let me know. I don't get everything right first time around. I'll think about it, and I'll probably figure it out later tonight. But the undertones of the song are very, very concrete, very real, and very there, and very obvious. But again, like I said, you never know who's dealing with what in a bad place, a good place. Putting on that happy face doesn't always mean somebody is happy. With that, I'm gonna go put on a face for my my Friday night. I'm just kidding. I am happy. But yeah, not everybody is. So it's ups and downs and ebbs and flows. Have a great rest of your Friday. NF always coming through with just strong messaging, thought-provoking awesomeness. I love NF. I think he's coming to Phoenix. I think it's not for a few months though, but definitely a show I want to see if I can't snag some tickets to. Yeah, without further ado, I will cut this. Subscribe. It's right there. It's right fucking there. I'm just kidding, y'all. You don't have to. It makes me happy.